Beautiful rising, ladies and gentlemen. Those of you that are tuned in with us right now, here we are again, bringing you some more powerful information for today. We give thanks to each and every last one of you that are for your participation and continuing to support us in every single way. Such a beautiful day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Ladies and gentlemen, do not forget about our private administration conference that we have coming up December the 7th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Central Time. Location is in Huntsville, Alabama. We will be in the Huntsville Country Club. Donations in person is $250, live stream is $200. Deadline to register is by November the 30th, and deadline to register in person is December the 4th, right? So make sure you do everything to log in with us, man, and enjoy this beautiful conference, as it always is great. We will be covering everything that we have done throughout the whole entire year. So if you missed any classes or anything like that, now is your opportunity to log in with us, yo. Absolutely. Drop some ones if you in here with us and let us know where you're from. Let's go. Just know every time that we log in, there's going to be some great information that's going to be given to you guys. So don't run from us. Yes, sir. Don't forget about our work sessions as well in God We Trust Academy. Work Session Season 5, presented by myself, Eric Ingwembe, hosted by Eric Ingwembe Live and Trust. Mondays, 11 a.m. Central Time. Wednesday, 6 p.m. Central Time, right? And these are free classes, so we do them every Monday and Wednesdays. Register to be inside of the class with us, as they are on all social medias as well. But if you want to be able to ask your questions and stuff like that, you're gonna want to be in the inside with us, right? Yeah. So it's such a beautiful, beautiful thing today. Yes. Don't forget about our White Friday sale, November the 29th of this year. I know it says 2025, but it is this year. 50% off on everything on the website except the private administration class and the gold options and the consultation, as well as the setting up the trust. But over 95% of the products that are on there and services that are on the website is 50% off. White Friday sale. Yeah. So we had a great class last night. Did you guys enjoy the class that was participating with us? If not, then you can go check that class out on YouTube, In God We Trust Academy, and go check that out. Also, you can also go check us out on we're on Twitch, In God We Trust Academy as well, and we're on TikTok, MNRP 619 2020, and as well as on Facebook. You can just follow me, Eric Ingram Bay. I have a blue check beside my name. So yeah, we got a whole lot more to keep going on, man. So just be prepared for Monday's class. Make sure you guys go and study and read everything that I asked you to look over, and just know what I said I was going to be sent out to you guys as far as not paying fees and stuff like that for court. That will also be sent out in the emails. Now, if you want this type of things that I'm speaking on, guys, you got to make sure you join us, man. Make sure you join the work sessions. Do what it takes, and you will be able to receive some of the free things that we give away inside. But if you're just going to watch it from outside on these social medias and stuff like that, then you're going to be missing out on the opportunity to grasp some of these things, right? So we just want you to let you know that. Let you know that. All right, make sure you guys are hitting that share button, man. Hit the share button, guys. And we're going to get ready to jump it off in here in just a few minutes, right? Where you guys from? We got California in the house again. Okay. California. Cali always with us. What my Alabama people there? Y'all in here with us today? Anybody from Bama? Yeah. Beautiful beach. Philly in the house. Texas. Tennessee. North Carolina. Got the Carolinas in here with us today. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Hey, y'all might not be a fan, but shout out to the oldest guy in the NBA, still the best guy in the NBA. LeBron James. Man, it's insane to see stuff that dude be doing. But hey, I'm glad I get to see it. Yes, sir. Alrighty, man. Let's get into this, guys. Let's jump into this today. And we're going to get you guys ready to go. This is coming from season 4. So we're going to run this class for you guys. It's about this is going to be a whole lot of testimonies, a lot of recap, and handling affairs. This is to give you guys some motivation to know that this is possible. You can do this because we've been doing this, okay? And shout out to everybody that gave their testimonies in this and just being able to uplift us and for us to keep pushing and keep going as well. So as you hear these testimonies, guys, just know that they are very, very real. So you might want to start participating and being in those work sessions, right? So again, this comes from season 4. Let's run her. All right, we'd like to welcome everybody to Work Session Season 4. In God We Trust, hosted by the Eric Jamar Ingram Bay Living Trust, presented to you by myself, Eric Ingram Bay. So I want to give thanks for you guys' time, as always, locking in with us and being in participation and just the diligence that you guys have, and just continue to keep coming back. Like I say, I remember when we started, it was only 3 to 4 people here, 5. Now we at every time 100 plus. So just being in here, we got some of you still on TikTok with us as well, but just being involved, I really want to give thanks just for this journey. We're in season 4, so we have like numerous hours of work, literally. I think in all we probably have probably up to 130 some plus videos, really more than that, because it's a lot in season 1 that we just left out. We just found a great starting point for everyone, but I think we almost left out two or 3 months in season 1 that we didn't even put up. So it's a whole lot of hours that we've been putting in. So I'm really thankful for everybody that just continue to come and, show the love. So we give thanks to the Creator, though, for this beautiful day to be alive, being well, having a chance, a choice. We are here to make ourselves better as we seek to do each and every single solitary day that we have the breath of life. We give thanks for freedom, free will. And I still say that it's the most beautiful thing, that we do have free will, free thought. And it's our choice. So again, we give thanks to the Creator for that. Everything that you guys hear today is going to be for educational, religious purposes only. So anybody seeking any form of legal advice, seek a legal advice. All right. So y'all know the drill. So with that being said, what's up, beautiful family? We got some testimonies in here today. Are y'all ready? I know y'all ready. Know y'all got some.
Let's go.
Know you got it. Mr. Trey Dawson, you got your hand up first. You got something you want to tell us?
Man, you know I couldn't wait till today. Anyway,
What?
how you doing, Hello, everyone. Hi, I hope everybody's doing well. Look, so check this out. So, uh, when you did your pop up class that one time, I didn't get an opportunity to go in there, but from what you've been teaching the last couple weeks, I kind of been putting pieces together and doing this and that and the third. Anyway, long story short, this morning when I woke up and I checked my transcripts, um, I had 2 years that I had owed. I owed, I think from 2018 I owed like 5,000, and then on 2016 I owed 5,000. So anyway, when I checked my transcripts this morning using your method, putting a little twist on a couple things this morning, both of those years are reflecting 0.00, no
Hey,
balance. Uh, Also,
hey.
when you first come on, if you have if you have some type of delinquency, I had like it was like a notice of being levied, so that's gone as well. And I'm looking at it, literally looking at it right now. Everything's pretty much gone that I had owed the IRS. I mean, I knew I owed them for a couple years because I hadn't did taxes in like almost 10 years. But since I didn't do them, I did some 1040s the last couple weeks and pretty much sent all of them in. But I also send in a couple instruments, like you said, for those 2 specific years to get those years, taken care of. And this morning that joint is gone.
Say that
So,
again.
Oh,
It's
great.
what? It's
Congratulations.
bro,
gone.
it's gone. Yo, 0.00.
Hey,
I
y'all
kid
slept
you
on that
not.
All
class,
praises to the Most High.
Dude, I was looking
Wow.
at it this morning like, whoa,
Praise
hold up,
God.
something ain't right.
Praises.
man. Y'all
So
slept on
I'm
that
telling you,
class,
man,
man.
listen, man, I try, I usually get on here every time I get something going on, but this right here is probably the reason why they was holding up a lot of my refunds. Like, I literally have almost 900,000 in credits coming back to me over some things that I've done in the last couple years, and I'm hoping that since those uh, 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 bills was taken care of, those tax bills, now they can send me my credits.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I
That's
just thought
good.
I'd share that with you this morning. Dude, I'm super excited. I'm super stoked about it. And man, I tell you, man, you ain't nothing but the truth. That's all I'm gonna say. And I yield.
Absolutely. Miguel, Hill. Let me show you. I don't see you trying to get in anywhere. So you're not. I don't see you anywhere. Where you at? If you come, I'll let you in. But I don't see you. All right. So with that being said, family, again, I told y'all don't sleep on that class. So many slept on it, still sleeping on it with the proof. We even had somebody try to say, "Oh, I think that's fake. If y'all better pay attention." And what? All right, the proof is in your face. I'm showing you the proof. And if you know what it is, then you ain't really got to take the class. You can just go do what you're looking at and go
Let them
handle
stay
your business.
skeptics.
You see what I'm saying? That's on everything. So I
That's what I
really appreciate you sharing that. I knew another testimony was gonna come from that as well. But like you said, matter of fact, if you was on the TikTok the other day, I told you what to do. Yeah.
yep,
Just
yep.
on TikTok the other day, I showed you exactly how to do it. We had that class right then and there. So again, bro, just hearing that again, you always doing your due diligence. Thanks for being a soldier for God, man, and out here operating in the word, which is the law. It's within itself, and truly standing on that. As I always say, this is a spiritual thing, and you got to know exactly who you are and start stepping out in that. So we give thanks to you, bro, for being diligent in that, and all praise go to the Most High. So again, we give thanks.
I gotta say, bro, make
Thank
me a
you, my.
believer every time.
Let's go, Angela Garnett. What's happening? Hit that little orange button down there.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we got you.
Oh my goodness.
Tell us.
Okay, so things are happening. So we've been talking to you guys about this lovely foreclosure we've been fighting for a bit. And put the plea attendant in with the instrument, which was the pledged secure, certificated security, right? And deposited it into the CRIS system, like we talked about, and it had been nothing going on, and all of a sudden they did the auction and sold the house. So I wrote to the clerk and the judge, and I wanted to know where my receipt was for my deposit into the CRIS system, and I needed to see all accounts and ledgering for the accounts receivable and accounts payable. And then all of a sudden, on the court record, the motion to deposit a certificate of security showed up just all of a sudden with the birth certificate. So they now have it listed. So we're gonna see what's happening now. We're gonna see what's what. Now,
Because they received the instrument. Not only that, it belongs to the Treasury. So they have to operate. And every last one of them have a court registry. Whether it's the CRIS system, whatever, they all operate on it, connected to the Treasury. That is a fact.
yes. So, but I deposited the special deposit in April. They sold it in May. The auction was in May. But now they showing it on the system that I requested the deposit into the CRIS system. So, they tried to act like something wasn't there, but now they have to.
But did you go but see, you still got room and power right now to use the trust, as I be saying, because they still using trust property. All right. So you can start going after them and foreclosing on them. Foreclosure works both ways. If they don't pay you for the use of trust property, then you can automatically foreclose on them and convey the whole house back and everything and file it on the record.
Yes. So I am in the middle of foreclosing on them. I'm on my last default notice. So I did the bill and all of that. And then I did the opportunity to cure. And now I'm left with the last one, which is default.
Yeah, go ahead and place the lien too for the trust, because they are using trust property. They are debtors by having fiduciary status and an obligation. And remember, obligation of a person is considered a financial asset. So we get to make note of that on the lien, on the public lien. And you can literally say that the property is what's held in collateral is being held in the form of trust here.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yep. I looked at your UCC, that you gave us a week or so ago. So that's up in queue. I was just waiting on the day, on that last day.
You ain't got to wait because they already using trust property. So they already in the implied contract. Just with that being said, they already hold a fiduciary status already.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna file that thing today. So, everybody getting leaned up. Everybody.
All righty then. Thank you for sharing that with us. Kimberly Ford.
Hey, Eric. Hey, fam. How's everybody doing?
Beautiful day.
Beautiful day. I'm over here being quiet. When I'm quiet, y'all know I'm busy doing stuff. So I don't have a personal testimony, but I've got two awesome testimonies where I've helped two of my friends out with your IRS tax class.
Go ahead.
It's like, man, okay, so the first one, my friend in California, he had $33,000 in taxes from 2022 and $903 in 2023. So we kind of I'm kind of instructing him. We're going over the notes and just basically following the instructions that you've been given. He sent in a couple of instruments, and you gave that class on May 24th, and we started working on this Memorial Day. And he put a couple of instruments in, and they immediately showed up on his transcript in the negative. He put a transcript on there an NI for.
For those that don't know, negative is credit. Go ahead.
Yeah. It showed up on his transcripts immediately. So he sent two instruments One was 50K, the other one was 135K. So what they did, they took the $903 out of the 50K, and they took the 33,000 out of the 135,000. And then this past Thursday, which he didn't recognize until Friday when his wife checked the account, he had a deposit of 102 into his account, and then he'll get the 40,
Absolutely.
he'll get the 49K today, according to his transfer.
Absolutely.
So he got 102 and 49K for those. My other friend, same kind of situation. He just got a letter on Saturday that said, "Hey, before we can release your return, we need to identify who you are." So he literally just did this today. His return coming back is 234K.
Absolutely. And I told you we are creating, listen, I told you no matter what, guys, you will always get a return, a refund, rocking with me. I promise you. We listen, all credit, all can only be backed by real men, people with real arms and legs, and the real land of the United States of America. That's it. It's that simple. And once you understand this and you move in the right way, man, do y'all know how many people didn't take this class? It was $100. Do y'all hear the numbers just being thrown out there? 33,000? Are y'all serious?
It wiped out their tax bill totally. And they got the refund, and they would be here in work session with us, but they're truck drivers, both of them. And you know how it is when you're out there on the road and in areas that don't have signal and so forth. So it's like, don't worry, we all study together. So, but I just wanted to bring you their testimony since they weren't able to.
Motivation.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. God is good, y'all. Do y'all hear what God doing here? Can y'all hear God moving? That means if you in this room, guess what? God is next to you. Oh, that means he's nearby right now, right? Man, I don't think y'all, man, it's something to shout about. Y'all too quiet for me.
Most certainly is. I'm over here going.
We don't want to overtalk.
Man,
I'm excited. I'm excited.
congratulations.
Man.
Oh, have mercy.
That's beautiful. Motivation.
Supreme praises to the Almighty. And oh my goodness, Eric, the whole team, y'all are freaking phenomenal, man.
Do y'all know where we come from?
We're learning to work it the right way.
Sit back and listen to what you just heard. Realize where we come from, what we were taught, and the only thing they presented to us, to where you at right now, to what your ears are able to hear. So just the fact that you're able to hear this right now, you know it's possible.
God bless you. That's a fact.
Man, do you know how many parents, even my father, man, they work for a living. A living. Workaholics, real diehard workaholics, don't know nothing else but to work. And many of them died and suffering from that. Because when they became unable to do, it was a wrap. All the fight was gone. You know, that's where we come from, y'all. And you hear what we hearing today. Do you know how many people got their house took because the IRS sent them something saying they finna levy their stuff, garnish their checks? They already barely feeding their family. That's why I say, like, what are y'all really here listening to what you hearing right now? Where we come from? You feel me?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And like I said, what I love the most about it here is that it's all kind of people from different walks in here. Now, everybody in here for one common thing, knowledge. We don't care what nobody look like, any of that. None of that has a place here. It's just the knowledge and wisdom that is going to change our way of living, our communities, our families. That's how I know this righteous. That's how I know. What's up, Mr. Terry Smith?
Peace and blessings, my brother. Got 3 good testimonies today.
3? Man, you just
3.
came with 3 the other day. Come on with it then.
Well, the first one, you know, I was working with that squad in the church, with my home church. Found out all the judges in that particular district court moved it. They got it out. The district court now is in the state Supreme Court. We're getting ready to go there in August. And I had 2 cases in Georgia where first I did the clear the mirror and the certificate of security. Then I came back and I did the bill of exchange from that class that we took. And then the letter asking them to accept the bill of exchange, and they did. And I got that call this morning, and that my family member case was dismissed. 2 of them, a mother and a son, are doing those 2 processes. So we're elated that all that happened for some of our family members. And just keep telling y'all, just keep working the process and be patient. Because this has been going on with the church for about almost 4 years. And this deal with those 2 court cases for misrepresentation for being stopped for light being out, which the video cameras on the police video cameras show that the headlights was never out. And the judge didn't want to dismiss the case. So we had to fight with due process and misrepresentation and violation of civil rights and religious rights, by expressing the trust. So I'm gonna tell y'all, keep on working and studying. It will pay off. And just be patient and let God work it out for you. Thanks to you, brother, that we was able to do that.
Man, thanks to you for doing it. Listen, go back to what you said at first. That's why I said that went by too fast for their ears. They didn't hear what you said. The bill of exchange was what?
Accepted, and they took it. We put it into the court register system for both of them. The first time I sent the bill the mirror and certificate of security, they ignored that. We came back with that, with the letters that you gave us, with the go with the bill of exchange.
Right.
And it wasn't 3 days. They answered right quick and dismissed it. That happened last week, and got a call this morning that she got a letter. They got a letter Friday dismissing both of their cases.
Hey, it's on, man. I just love to hear it, man, because so many people think that this is just fairy tale. Like, are you serious? Like, man. And then this is go back, y'all. Joshua 1:8. Joshua 1:8. Whoever finds Joshua 1:8, come forth and read that for everybody. Joshua 1:8.
Favorite verse.
Read it loud too.
That's my favorite verse.
Yeah, Joshua 1:8.
I read it.
Go ahead.
Hey, keep this book of the law always on your lips. Meditate on it day and night, so that you may be careful to do everything written in it. Then you will be prosperous and successful.
Ooh, keep the book of the law always.
Yeah.
Study it day and night. Do everything that says that's within it. And you're going to become what? What did it say?
Prosperous and successful.
Man, let me try that. When I first read that, I said, let me try that. That's what everybody wants, prosperity and to be successful, right? In their endeavors. Okay, let me do that. But the law is the authority. That goes to instructions, all kind of stuff, what it takes to do things, which a lot of people have a problem with. Gotta know. Our God is a God of order. Look at the structure of your body. It's in order. It functions in a way. In order. Absolutely. So let's go. Let's go. Thank you for that, Mr. Terry Smith. Again, as always, constantly working, always doing your due diligence and doing amazing work. And how old are you, if you don't mind telling these people your age, brethren?
No, I don't. I'm 61.
61. So, to all you people out there in the age of 60 and up, hey, this is possible for you. Pick up a book. You still can learn. We didn't stop learning. No. We don't stop. Everybody's able. Absolutely. So, with that being said, and he's actually one of the elders in MNRP as well, whom we totally respect as always. So we appreciate you, brothers. So again, thank you.
They're going crazy with the testaments today.
All right, who we got? I seen M. Dubar. You was up there? Don't go nowhere now.
Let's go. Let's go, Marion.
Y'all gotta tell the gospel today. So spill it. Oh man, call him back up. We'll come back to you then. Cassio, Mr. Cassio.
Let her back. Yeah, her computer, her signal just dropped. She sent the message, M. Dubar.
All right, she'll be back. We'll get in.
Yeah, that's my sister. She's the one that introduced me to MNRP. I love her to death. That's my soul sister.
That's beautiful. Where you at, Cassio?
Eric, I'm here. The computer cut off on me and I had to reboot.
All right, something going on, man. They dropped you and Cassio. Go ahead, then. You up?
I just talked to you.
They don't want you to hear. They don't want you to hear them testimonies coming in.
Oh,
They've been dropping me since y'all started the testimonies. That's crazy.
My whole computer shut off. So I talked to you last work session, which it was Monday, and we was talking about how they have forged my name or whatever case it is. So you told me to go sue them. Was already in the process. I'd already put the lien on. I'd already went to the court and put the papers in. So it was still moving forward. So the lady sent me an email and told me, she was like, you need to come back and get the payment. So I looked through the papers and the lady gave me the summons in a civil action, and it had the embossed seal on there. So I went back by there and I dropped it off, and I dropped it in the door, and the owner don't live here. So I said, make sure he got one. So I went and dropped it in the door and went on for the rest of the day, trying to get to the court. I couldn't get to the door because they was having court. So I went on and about my business for that day. So then later on that night, I was supposed to, that evening, I was supposed to be checking, never checked it. Checked it about, fell asleep, woke up, checked it, and came up there, and the auction was canceled. The auction was canceled, and after the auction was canceled, and then the very next day, the following day after the auction was canceled, then it was saying that we received your payment. And I remember they was telling me they would receive nothing but cash or a cashier's check.
They said they received your what?
They were saying that they would only take cash or a cashier's check, that they won't take the negotiable instrument I had put in there. So I had put the certified draft in there, and I overrode it. I overrode it maybe about $2,000. So I put it in there, whatever case it was. And then after they saw the papers and everything, so the regional manager emailed me the next morning saying that, well, we're going to put the auction on hold until this check cleared, because they see it as a check. So then, and then right after that, 30 minutes after that, where I had took the paperwork in, all them credits had showed up on my account where it was. It had paid this 2024 out, and the credits was applied there, whatever the case it was.
Oh,
Yes,
we're doing
indeed.
win.
Yes,
It's going out today.
Yes, indeed.
All
Let's
praises
go.
to the Most High.
And I
God is
ain't
going
even
out
finished.
today.
I'm not even finished with whatever case it is. I'm finishing up for the forgery and the cyber, all that stuff, tax evasion and all that stuff. I'm finishing it up.
Man, that's what's up, man. That's beautiful. That's some real. That's heavy.
And the lady that was check this out. The lady that had the auction the same day I had, they took her stuff down too.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Y'all need to get y'all stuff together up in here. All right? Ain't no auctions going on at all today. Doggone it.
Beautiful, man. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear that. Man, that's beautiful. That's heavy though, for real. Like I say, man, diligence. Keep doing y'all diligence out there. Keep going. Keep letting God use y'all, man. Keep working. It's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. As always, to hear. Man, that's beautiful. Cause I know, like I've dealt with many people, and like I know that the feeling, like the hearing people, like people panic. I'm about to lose everything, my house, and that's the thing for y'all that don't know, because some people that feel like, oh, this is a scam or these are fake testimonies. Yeah, stay here long enough when you hear how the people are hurting and the situations they're really going through. Hear it from the beginning that they actually put in the work and actually went through it. Yeah, so come from the beginning, because we've known her situation since she told us and what would happen. And this is the end result of that. So you can actually hear that on the work sessions as well. So now it's beautiful. Again, just appreciate you sharing that with us. Appreciate you guys, removing any form of pride to share your situations in life and to go about doing it to handle the situation, so we all can gain that experience and learn something from it as well. So that's the main perks of doing work sessions. We all get to learn. We all get to have and receive, a form of motivation, man. Motivation, right? So we thank you for sharing that with us. Absolutely. And congratulations to you.
Thanks. Well, it's a relief because I got personal, real personal stuff. Back to my grandparents that I just cannot lose. I cannot lose that stuff because I can't get it back.
You didn't lose it.
I sure did, and I wasn't about to lose it. I had to. I was just telling Kim. I said I got to open up guerrilla warfare here.
Well, you did right, man. You did right. So I'm glad to hear it. So you just keep going. Mr. Brown, what's good? Mrs. Brown, sorry.
Islam, Brother Eric. I just wanted to report that I filed my certificate of title for my vested land in the state. I did the non-UCC filing over the weekend, which is going to go into my package to start claiming my accounts. I'm following the pay the cost to be the boss class, that process. And so I've gotten all of my ducks in a row. My packages should be going out. If not today, first thing tomorrow.
All righty then. Keep moving. And congratulations on getting that done. Always making knocking out anything that you guys put on your list. Make sure you do it. Again, take your time. Just do something. Don't sit around and take all this information in and do nothing. That's the worst thing you can do. You might as well not know it if that's the case.
And to everybody that filed that got their refunds through the Internal Revenue Service, congratulations. I'm expecting, something similar here in the next few days. So hopefully, for the next class or two, that'll be my testimony as well.
All right. Well, I know you will receive it, especially if you fully follow the instructions. We haven't took a loss yet on that. So that's a fact.
Indeed.
All right. We back with you, brother Cassio. Can we get you in?
Salam, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's good, bro?
Nah, man. I have two. One is testimony and one is communication. So the testimony is that there was a loan, if you want to call it, of $80,000+, and I was just experimenting with the tax class, the IRS one. Sent in the instrument. The people at the company that I'm dealing with sent me an mail saying, can you make it payable to us instead of the treasury, and can you make sure the routing number on there? I said okay. So I did the new one and I sent it to them, and the account cleared. They just said thank you.
$80K.
$86,000 to be exact, because I'm in the trucking business.
Wow.
And I borrowed the truck from Volvo, and they like basically the truck got into an accident a long time ago, and they've been holding this debt over my head for a while now. So it's been like that. I mean, it's out. Like the account is clear. The The other thing is with the IRS. Remember how I told you I did some instruments for my clients?
Yeah.
Well, one of my clients got the whole packet back, and they told him that the bank will not accept this type of payments. So I don't know how I'm gonna respond to that, but so yeah.
You sent it to a bank?
No, I sent it to the IRS.
The
Cincinnati one, to be exact.
Nah, don't want to send it there.
The Cincinnati one. All right, gotcha.
All right. I'll which one? Let's see. Which process did you do with that one?
I did the IRS tax class. The one we were talking about.
Where did it tell you to actually send the actual debt to?
Well, they said if I read the tax script he's taxed because he lives in Minnesota, and Minnesota we have to send it to Cincinnati.
That's
office.
if you're doing a 1040V, right?
I didn't do the 1040V. I just sent the instrument with the adequate insurance.
Yeah, but what I'm asking you is this because like on mine, if the one I got right now, what they send me, it tells me, hey, send this here to pay for this. So did you send it where it said pay for it on the bill?
Yeah,
it doesn't even give you a script.
Well, it said if you're sending a payment, send it to this address, and I sent it to that address.
All right, just do it again. I don't know which one you said. You might be off a number or something, but do it again.
All right, gotcha.
All right. All right, Wesley Hall, what's up, brother? And congratulations.
Hey, Wesley.
Peace, God. Peace, brother.
Oh, peace, and blessing. Hey, how everybody doing?
Awesome.
Hey, I was just jumping back on to see if y'all got my email. I was just concerned about the my process of sending off the letters here last month on the 24th, and they received it here on the 29th. And
yeah,
we haven't
got
no
email already though.
Okay. That was my only concern.
All right. We got it. All right, Mr. Simple, what's up?
Hey, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to raise my hand. I'm sorry.
All right, Jamel.
Peace. What's going on, brother?
What's going on?
Yeah, so I finally went and got my conveyance of security done. I was super excited. I was acting kind of soft for a little while because I didn't want to go in there all the all the negativity I was kind of hearing about it. So I went in the I got two to do, but on the first county I went in, I went in there, told them I had something to file. They took me to the back. I went to the back, I told the lady I was trying to file this, so she started reading it. And as soon as she started reading, she like, nope. She was like, nah, you missing some information. She was like, this was when they see the top, the top say real estate. They like, the lady like, nah, you missing some information on here. And she was like, you gotta get this notarized. And I'm like, nah, no, ma'am, this don't need to be notarized. So I had my certificate of trust with me, and I pulled it out, and I just told her this got to be notarized. This don't need to be notarized. So, long story short, she went to the back. And another lady came out, and they just reading it. I guess I act like they ain't never seen that like that before. So the lady like, yeah, you missed some information on here. So they handed me a paper, and the paper was like showing me what I was missing. So I'm like, nah, I ain't leaving out this office. But I'm sitting there super cool when I'm reading the paper, and I'm like, I got to figure out how they could pay this because I ain't leaving out this office. So I'm sitting there reading, and the paper say like, I think one of the first one of the two statements on there says property legal description. So I'm like, ma'am, I got my legal description right here, and I guess they didn't understand when it said real estate. They're thinking, because the lady was like, so she said, there's no land or soil. And I was like, no, ma'am, I'm conveying a body into the trust. He's like, oh. So she went back to the back again. They went in a whole nother room, and I could hear them back there talking. I don't know what they're saying. Came back out. She was like, sir, and I recorded it. She was like, sir, I do apologize. All you need to do is sign it. So long story short, she filed it. I had to pay the $26. I wish I would did a money order, but I just paid the bread. I just gave it cash. And that was it, man. So I was thankful that it got filed, man.
And you told them you was conveying the body. I keep telling y'all they know.
Yeah, because at the top, you know, it said real estate. So I guess in their mind,
But it
she
is
like,
a real estate because the
yeah,
body
yeah,
was formed from the
yeah.
dust of the ground. It's a
That's
land
what
of
I'm trying to
estate.
explain to them. So they just looking at it like, nah, this ain't. She was like, where's the land of the soil at? She was like, you don't have, because you know, in the property legal description, I'm reading the paper they gave me, and I'm like, ma'am, I got the legal description right there. And she was like, this just say you. This ain't no. And I'm like, I'm trying to explain to her. She's like, oh, and then she apologized, and I'm like, man, it's all good. We human, you know. I could tell they understand, but I was like, nah, I wasn't leaving at the office though. So yeah, it got fouled, man. So I'm thankful for that.
Yeah, that's the third person that's then came in here and said, I ain't going nowhere until we get this
Nah,
done.
I wasn't going nowhere.
You know what I'm saying? And when you stand on it like that, because you got to know that you know that you know that you're right.
Yeah.
You are right.
Yes, indeed, man. I appreciate everything, brother, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So just make sure
Congratulations.
that you stand on that, man. So congratulations on that as well.
Appreciate you.
We about we a good way. Oh, they mean to seeing on testimonies right now. That's what's up. Cassandra, what's up? Got your hand up. Just put her hand down. All right, Miss Bay, you up.
Peace and love to everybody. Now, you said to express the trust. When you express the trust, they don't know nothing as long as you expressed it, right? So I went forth and I did a SS4. I got a 9.8 and a foreign grantor trust. And I went and I executed the US DOT for private motor carrier. And I got everything and I put the stickers up on my car. I didn't even go get nothing made up or nothing. I went right to Staples and got the 2-inch block stickers that they said, and I put it right up on my truck. And when the police were coming by while my son was putting the stickers on for me, I look at them and I'm celebrating like, yay me. Do you know the officer went, gave me a thumbs up and a high five in the air? And as I've been walking, as I've been traveling through the roads and so forth and whatnot, they will come up close. They will not approach, but they will come up close. They will jot my numbers down, and then they would just kindly let me go about my business.
Absolutely.
So I want to thank you for that. And if there's anybody who wants to know about the process, I would gladly share it to you because it is simple. And I thank
that
you
somebody.
because I appreciate
I
you
would
on so
love to
many
know.
levels, brother, because like I told you from the
Yeah,
beginning when I
me
first
as
came
well.
in, I have had
Me
this
too.
information for so many years, and you have literally broken it down to where a freaking 6-year-old can comprehend. And I'm so profoundly grateful for you. My next things is to get the finishing the taxes and stuff, but there was other little things I wanted to do before I executed that. So thank you.
Absolutely. That was beautiful. And thank you for sharing that with us as well. Always a beautiful thing. It is a very simple process, guys, as well. So, but yes, it's definitely real. That's exactly what we do. We have our own traveling plates as well. Ours says religious autonomy, but it's fully about expressing the trust. Fully about expressing the trust. So I've heard nothing but great testimonies for almost a whole entire hour. Just then, I'm full. What about you guys?
Amazing.
Indeed.
Very full.
Absolutely.
Very full.
Lord,
Beautiful.
that's what's up.
Very testimony.
Exciting.
I still. Who was the first person gave that test? The first testimony. Who jumped this off?
It was Trey.
It was Trey, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And Trey was in real time, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was in real time with him, so we was getting to celebrate with him in real time about what he's receiving at this moment. So come forward, Trey. We gotta talk, bro.
All right, look. So look, I'm gonna tell you something. I was totally scared. They say scared money don't make no money, but look, I was totally scared to go above what I owed. Right? I mean, it was 5,000 and some change, and I wrote it out exactly for that.
Oh,
I didn't go
don't
above
be
or.
scared now. Don't be scared.
I know, I know, but I'm just happy that it's zero. I could have did a little bit more, but I was
Yeah,
like,
right. Now you know. I
yeah.
did the same thing, bro. I did the same thing. Remember, I did enough and it paid off mine. Then when I figured that, I was like, oh, hold up. I won't make that mistake again. Now that I know this is possible. And then I still had like $954 still left over. So I was like, yeah, let me get them 400 racks. Let me get that.
So so I'm looking for another coupon. Please send me another bill. That's all I'm asking for. Because now I know, dude, I will be. I ain't gonna go crazy. Yeah, I ain't gonna go crazy, but I'm gonna make sure I get enough to survive for the rest of the year.
Man, you're supposed to though. You're supposed to. Like for real, you're really supposed to. So what I'm gonna say is this though. The other lady was it Miss? Who was it? Miss Ford
or Marion? Either Kim or Marion.
Yeah,
I think it was Miss Ford.
Yeah, it was Kim.
It was Kim.
Yeah, she had the two truck drivers.
Listen, they got direct deposits. Ooh, ain't God good, boy? That's all I'm saying, man. Real time, real actions. I don't think clarity. I'm kind of speechless right now, y'all. We got something to talk about today, but we can just talk about these testimonies right now.
What a time to be alive.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
soak in the beauty that you have allowed yourself to exude from the inside out. Just soak it all in, because we are walking testimonies. We are because you are.
That's
and
beautiful.
We love you for it.
I appreciate y'all and got number mad love for everything, man.
And Miss Nikki, I'm coming for them cookies in a minute. I'm coming for them cookies and the cake, okay? Love you.
Eric, before you start, what was the name of that verse you had bro read earlier?
Joshua 1:8.
1:8.
Yep. That verse said, I have my USDOT, but I keep getting in trouble with the cops. That's because you have to assert your right, and all it takes is one time. Trust me, the word gets around fast. All it takes is once.
And also,
I was trying to tell them. I know who that is.
Once you go in there and they know they can't make no money off you, they don't want no, because now they have to pay for the court session.
Okay, what do you mean go in there? What do you mean? You talking about the court date for the ticket? They don't want
the smoke.
Yeah.
All it takes is one time. One time for the smoke.
And also,
it's federal. They can't mess with federal.
And also make sure that your conveyances are unregistered. Just a heads up. Just because you put a new plate on there don't mean anything. You got to unregister that conveyance with the city that you're in or state.
Oh, thank you for that.
So basically,
yes, your motor carrier, and also for your D. I'm sorry, for your D. Okay, I didn't do no plates because I feel like it was just doing too much, so I just put the numbers on there. Because I feel like when you put the private and all that extra, it just like it puts a neon sign on you type shit. So I just made it regular, but it does state that when you do it, you have your vehicle, your motor carrier, non-commerce, non-commercial, not for hire, private motor carrier. You can carry passengers, cargo, and all that good stuff, and they cannot touch you so long as you are not the one who initiated an accident. And also, you're not supposed to have a driver's license when you're doing that. You have to rescind all your stuff.
So
you can get a DOT driver's license.
So he has the passport and he has his vehicle and everything was supposed to be registered to his trust. Him and his brother got pulled over in the same vehicle. They took his first plate when his brother got pulled over, his first DOT plate, and then they pulled him over sometime after. Both of them have been to court and they have not heard anything. They've been putting stuff into the registry. So I know who that is. So we were speaking last night after he got off the live with Eric last night, and he's about to start doing the things that Eric is talking about now as far as making sure his conveyances are, and
not registered
and
anymore.
correct. Yep. So he But he does not have a regular driver's license or anything. Like
Awesome.
he's down in they're down in
Okay.
Arizona, and they've been giving them hell, like for real.
That's
The
because we
thing is,
breaking
They'll
these
be all
we
right.
breaking these
They'll be all right.
this is the thing. First and foremost, nobody is exempt from being fucked with. Excuse my language if you don't like it. Y'all gotta understand, you don't walk around because people still people, man. I keep telling y'all that. People still don't like, yeah, we in here, color, race, all that stuff, it don't exist. But when you step outside of here, that shit exists.
Yeah.
So be honest with yourself. Don't think like, yeah, people see you. They don't like to see intelligent people and that know something, especially if they've been on something for 10 years and went to school for this and all of that. They don't like that. And again, so I'm telling you, you will have a dummy pull you over. But that's why I say to me, this is more of a, it's so spiritual to me because I feel like whatever God allowed happen, it ain't even meant for me. It's meant for me to open up some eyes around here. Pull me over if you want to. I got something for everybody. It's okay. I ain't gonna fight you. I ain't finna argue with you on the side of the road. None of that. I'm gonna give you the registration that you asking for from my trust, and I'm gonna give you what you asked for. I'm gonna identify myself and everything. Whatever you do from that point on, I'm just gonna tell you whatever you do or say can be used against you in the court of law. Same shit they would tell me. I'm gonna tell them. It works both ways. It's a two-edged sword. Once you realize that, you in control. Do what you want to do. Their education only goes so far anyway. That's what y'all got to realize.
Walking by faith and not by sight.
You know what I'm saying? So if it's meant for me to have to show whoever it is, then let's do it. I have no problem. Because when it's over, they're going to be like, yeah, I don't pull that guy over. Leave him alone. You see this? Keep going. Don't bother them. They ain't doing nothing. It's going to cost us money. Because I'm not the type that just going to let it go just because you dismissed the case. That's also considered malicious prosecution. And if you take somebody to jail without an injured party, it's false imprisonment. Because number one thing you guys got to learn, before they can even process you in jail, they first have to take you to the magistrate to issue a warrant to put you in jail. How many of y'all know that?
Me, I got arrested twice in the last couple of months. And I
So
just
if you
started
know
learning
that,
that. Yeah.
listen to what I'm saying. So if you know that, and that's already a violation of due process of law. So that's easy to get dismissed time we walk in there. Because your whole standpoint that one, they don't have jurisdiction now because they violated due process of law. So if you ever had jurisdiction, you lost it based upon violation of due process of law.
Interesting. They had me sitting there for 2 days, bro.
So again, guys, no, assert your rights. If you don't assert it, you have none. That's a fact. So y'all can come and say, hey, this happened to me, and then you come in and you like, well, what do I do? That right there means you have no rights, and whatever happened just happened to you, and you agreed to, it can happen to you. This is commerce. You're in full agreement unless you make a rebuttal.
Yeah, that was the two cases I had got dismissed.
And say that again, you got them what?
I had got them dismissed because
And what you do to get them dismissed?
I was telling them I was asserting my rights, telling them that I never got that, I never got due process of law, and I was letting them know that they're violating my constitutional right for my liberty to locomotion, and then I asked them for discovery, and then the prosecutor just dropped
Absolutely, because once you open up discovery, what happens? There's nothing there.
Wow.
There's nothing in the evidence from a injured party with a personal injury having any form of statement. So now that you got that dismissed, that's malicious prosecution, brother. You can actually sue them.
That's the way. It's interesting because I got a letter from a law firm 2 days ago, and not 2 days ago, on Friday, and they was telling me they seen I was arrested unlawfully and I should pursue. But with the information you gave me, I can do it pro se. So
Yeah, you can do it yourself. It's simple, man. Hop on there with ChatGPT AI, tell it some couple things, put in the laws. Hey, bro, and then take it to a lawyer. Pay you about $200 to get them to go over it for you, and then go file it yourself. Get all your money. Pay them shit.
ChatGPT, where it's at? ChatGPT, babe.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's all you gotta do. I'd rather pay them for consultation to look over my document than sit there and tell me some shit and pay them thousands of dollars. Nah, just go over there with something you already got prepared. Pay them a little couple, $200-$300 to look over your document to make it you got a good claim, and that's it. Keep it moving.
Some of them will do it for free too. Just and they give you insight. Like they'll tell you stuff for free, especially when they see you doing your due diligence.
Facts. So I'm glad you shared that because again, he ended up getting it dismissed, stood on your rights, and that's the way you need to roll. That's the way you need to roll.
All I need is that USDOT. That's the next step. So I'm definitely gonna reach out to Zizi. I think that's her name. And then I'm good from there. To be honest.
All righty. But what I was in me stating everything to you guys, like I just wanted to say, like, man, that people like I'm watching the show Your Honor on Netflix. So if you're watching that tell you everything. You're gonna run into
that's a good one.
You're gonna run into those type of people. They exist. We watch it on TikTok all the time of all the stuff that goes on. Some people mad because you doing it. They don't like you. And it ain't gonna stop. Which is the reason why I know, man, there's such thing as those who are on the side of the good and those who are on the side of evil. I truly believe that. Because to be in the good is just to do what's right. You know what I'm saying? It's just do what's right. But if you know this is wrong, you're gonna do it anyway. Come on, man. Because of a power struggle, control that people have, you know, that's a lot, you know, and I'm really just putting it out there so you guys don't think that you won't be, because I've been to jail. They done arrested me and took me to jail, and I got out the same day, and the same state troopers seen me and was like, hey man, how did you get out so fast? I said, I told you, and we ain't done it. Then I turned around and won every single ticket they tried to give me, dismissed that whole entire case, prosecutor looking crazy. You're not getting me like that. You used to get me like that. Not no more. That can't happen no more. So we have to abide by the law. We're going to hold them accountable. And I think that once you guys start really studying and knowing the law, it's going to change for you, because we wouldn't be watching TV. More of us would actually be in these courtrooms watching them. That'll be our soap opera, because we can literally sit there and then guess what? They won't be doing treason so quick. We can have a court with them right then and there based upon their treason. And I'm talking about the people. That's the thing. But you guys don't know. You think everything they do in there is right. It's so crazy because when you watch these actual police videos and stuff, you'll see some people saying, hey, that was a violation of the Constitution. Then you'll see somebody, hey, just comply with the officer, do what the officer say. You're turning this into a police state. Do you know what that means? You probably don't even know what that means. And the police state is treasonous against the U.S. Constitution. But that's what y'all want it to be. Y'all want it to be that. Y'all are so willing to give away your rights. Because one, you don't know them to even hold on to them. And that's the part that hurts the most. The lack of knowledge. Being in ignorance means to live in darkness. Once light is shedded upon the darkness, you can never live in ignorance. That's what being in the dark ages was. They was ignorant, trying to learn. Once they learned, though, sheesh, damn, look what happened. They put everybody else to sleep. And all we like is entertainment. That's all we like, entertainment. We choose entertainment, to be entertained, than running our own affairs and truly resolving issues and dealing with things that is going to cause our children's children to suffer. There has to be purpose. Each and every person in here has to be here for something greater than themselves. If you're not, then that means that this has an expiration date. But if you're here for something greater than yourselves, then we're looking at something that can be perpetual. That's a fact. So everything that was shared today was amazing. Carolyn Lucas, you got something to say?
You talking good, E now. You talking good.
I just have a question about the taxing. Do you have to owe back taxes in order to do that process, or can you just receive a refund from your bills and the things you've purchased throughout the year?
All you gotta do is just sit back and think about what you just said, and I promise you got your answer. The thing about it is when you can form the question, you really already answered yourself.
Okay, thank you.
Knowledge. And everything is, once you gain the knowledge, guys, you have to be strategic. That's why it's called estate and planning. So we're planning. What is your strategy to create the wealth? It's totally up for you to decide that. You see what I'm saying? Totally up for you to decide that. And we do that. Everything that we take part in, it's the livings first. And it's the living always transferring everything over to the corporations to handle certain forms of actions and things like that, right? So it goes. But what I will say is this, though. Y'all keep going and don't stop. What's up, Lateef?
Peace. What's up, everybody? I know you touched on this, but I just wanted to say this real quick because I know people are hearing this and with that DOT number, which is great. But just make sure y'all go back and listen to some of these videos. We talked about it before because, like I say, even if you're, just to say this, even if your registration is expired, it's still property of the state. Okay, so one thing that definitely help is just to unregister the vehicle in general. In most states, you can just do it. Some states you can do it online, and some states you got to send in a form. And I've been riding private for over a year. I mean, I got stopped a couple of times, but usually it's nothing because you also have to know how to explain that this conveyance is owned by a foreign ministry trust and it's religious property. So I took everything that Eric taught us. I got my conveyance, I got my title, I got all this stuff. So I roll with that. So just make sure if y'all are taking that route, just like any other route that he talks about, that we're prepared to know how to break it down and explain it. And just like you say, cops fuck with everybody. It don't matter if you have everything or not, because we know how to get it back on the tax side. But just try to be prepared as possible before you jump out there. That's it.
Right. Another thing though for you guys to know as well, like, listen, man, once you understand how the law of nature, how this works, cause and effect, how energy works, the minute you decided to be something, okay, the minute you decided to be something, then there was an energy that was created to test that you're actually what you decided to be. Does that make sense to you guys?
For sure.
1,000%.
Yeah.
Because there's one thing the prophet said: if you don't know who you are, your papers and your IDs will fold on you in your pocket.
So this is my point of me telling you guys, like, because a lot of people got so much filed on the records and everything, but y'all don't know how to express the trust. You're saying all this on the record, but God already said that you got to go through the fire. You got to be tested this because you said you were this. So y'all can't act like you ain't something, stuff ain't gonna be coming your way. You can't act like that. They didn't write the law. God did. God already said this. So if you're scared, don't come to church because we over here battling. It's the other way around.
Real talk.
You see what I'm saying? It used to be if you're scared, go to church. Nah, if you're scared, don't come to church. Because we represent everything of what God said, and we're not afraid of the fire. We're not afraid to be tested. We're not afraid to be to have perseverance. Think about everything you done been through. You went through it. You still here. So much has came your way that you have defeated without a shadow of a doubt. What makes this anything different? What makes this anything different? And I always felt like, man, I was out there doing a lot of stuff, so that could have took me to jail quick.
Man, you ain't lying.
Man, send me to jail for a traffic ticket or whatever. That ain't nothing, bro. We ain't talking prison time or nothing. You get what I'm saying? We ain't none of this. We ain't talking about none of that. You gonna stand up for your rights? You standing up for the right thing? The only thing they'll try to throw at you is a contempt of court. Come on. $10. We'll kick you that quick. You want them $10? $30, whatever it is, like $100, $10, 10%, that's $10. I always fight this fight. This is the same fight that Christ fought, any prophet that you want to consider. It's what it is. This is just truly, truly, truly amazing to be able to do, to be a part of, and to be able to hear. I know there's a whole lot more testimonies as well, but I know you guys are, how can I say, some people shy, some people don't want to talk about it, and that's cool. We ain't tripping. All right, guys. So, hey, as you can see, I've been doing so much here lately. So, what was it I wanted to show you guys? Oh, okay. Yeah, we supposed to be on what's the name today? We did the utilities. Today, we doing notice of claim and demand for proceeds of asset-backed securities. And this would deal with like a auto loan. All right. So before we get started, Mr. Mike Mayberry, talk to me.
I just have a question, brother.
Go ahead.
Say, greetings to you and Sister Nikki, and it's great to be among the living, man.
Facts.
Man, you know, I've been dealing with child support 35 years, man. You know, I filed all the taxation, first of all. You know, that sweat ain't on me. In the adequate assurance, I filed the UCC financial statement. They in turn, after 2 months, you know, I did it on the Department of Human Health and Resources. They over child support. And then I did it on the judge, which you said might not have been a good idea, but I thought me and they was a fiduciary, and they name are on some IRS levies that I have. And I think they're contracted with Title 4D. But anyway, they filed a UCC 7 saying it was a fraudulent claim. Record is fraudulent. He said there's no trust. We don't have a debtor-creditor relationship. And that the judge gave me no permission to file a financial one statement.
Again, you got to operate. And see the fact that they saying there's no trust. Have you expressed your trust?
In the adequate insurance. Also, I replied to that with the
let me show you what I mean by express the trust. This kills everything. All right. All you need, if you coming from the trustee's perspective, you need a legal title. So the legal title is a conveyance. So you need to show conveyance of the certificated security. Also use a certificate of trust as well. All of this is of expressing the trust because it shows that the trustee has the right to act and do these specific things and obligations to the trust. And it also shows the proof of property of the trust and who has the highest interest. Remember, nobody else has showed anything. Have you seen the title from the Child Support Enforcement Agency or anybody showing proof they have a right to do anything? Everybody is going by bearer. Bearer form. Remember, there's only two forms, bearer form and register form. So if it's registered, that means it's going to have a title. If it's in bearer form, there's no title. That means that this person is in position, which literally means holder in due course. Got it?
I get it. Did the judge do a voir dire act?
And also, the judge don't have that's why I say the judge don't have that fiduciary relationship with you. It's the Child Support Enforcement Agency that's dealing with it. They hired the court. Remember, this is a hire through a Title 40 contract.
Right.
So if they hired the court, then he's only now we can really recuse them from that, from being on the bench, because now they got an interest in the case, which means they're receiving compensation from this particular contract, which makes this unconstitutional.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Can I read what I hit him with real quick? I hit him with a short little note right back because I was upset. I addressed the fraudulent claim. I said, this is a letter sent to address the fraudulent UCC filing claim / affidavit received from your office. Enclosed is the trust conveyance document, which proves the contract of the surety Michael Mayberry as trust res. This court has been notified of the trust documents sent and have been ignored. Furthermore, I'm saying the judge is fiduciary, which I made a mistake, named on IRS.
That's it, though. That's the problem.
Right.
The judge hasn't accepted any contract with you for him to be in that situation. It's the court.
Right.
That's why I say name a court and the Child Support Enforcement Agency. You don't have to put the judge.
I did those too. And
that's why it's
judge in that one. I did those, had the judge in that one. So she dismissed the whole thing. The whole UCC 1 filing. For fraud. And they said if you think that's okay, you don't have to say anything. But it's a penalty for fraud on there for prison and a fine. So they crazy.
Yeah, but did you hear what I said though?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so as long as you know.
Yep. Thanks, sir.
All right, brother. Daryl Jacobs.
Hey, peace and love. And I appreciate all your information, my brother. And I'm going to try to make this as brief as I can. I'm in a situation where I have a serious tax issue. I'm new to your class, by the way, and I'm going to be supporting you. 30-year career firefighter. I was disabled and retired from the fire department out here in California, and moved my parents in, and I'm in serious debt and things like that. I got IRS issues and facing foreclosure. Where do I start? And that's all I need is the direction I need to go to get a trust and all that, so I could get on the right road and not lose everything. Thank you.
All right, my good brother. Here's the question. You said you have an IRS tax debt that you need to deal with?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
You should be happy.
I was always taught that when a man comes in need of help and asking for situations to take care of his family, that you shouldn't kick him down with more debt. So I want you to email us, brother, and I'm going to actually send you that class for free.
Come on, God.
That's what I'm going to do for you.
A true blessing.
Man, that's
Hallelujah.
awesome. That's awesome, Eric.
Much love.
That's awesome, Eric.
That's what's up. That's
Yes,
what's up.
indeed.
Good to
I
hear.
think he gonna hook him up. Bless him. Bless him. Thank
You're
you,
talking about the
Lord.
one that tells you to do what you do.
So you do have the email, correct? Did he leave?
No, I'm here. You don't know how much that means to me. I'm taking care of so many people. I moved my parents in with me 2 years ago, and they're in almost 90, and I'm taking care of everybody in my family.
Hey, bro.
Man, it's gonna be all right, brother.
Hey, man, I understand, bro. I promise you I do. So like I said, just make sure that you definitely email us. I don't know. I just felt your spirit, and I just know I'm just gonna do what my spirit tells me to do.
Absolutely.
And so I'm definitely gonna give you that, and for you and your family. And the only thing I ask you to do once you do it for yourself, teach others.
Man, you just don't know. I really, really appreciate that. I love you, brother. And thank you so much for everything.
Oh yeah.
Listen, the word says deliverance is now. Is now unto you. So it's already done. You just give thanks. And
Thank you,
Once
brother.
you get the email, if you don't mind, I want to talk to you and maybe help with this situation.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I will email you as soon as we get off of this.
All right, brethren. All
Thank
right.
you. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you.
And hold your head up, bro. The
I
thing
will.
is like and this is what I'm gonna say to people like yourself. Y'all really are superheroes. My father was like that. Took in anybody, everybody, help, whoever. I done lived with many of my cousins, uncles, just and I know what that looks like as well. So that's superhero stuff, bro. For real, for real. So and superheroes deserve to be helped out as well. So just keep your head up, keep God first in it, as it seems like you have already been doing it, because ain't no way you made it this far without it. So just
Amen.
keep going.
Thank you so much. I much
All right.
appreciate it. Thank you, people, for your prayers.
Oh yeah, it's
Blessings to you, Eric.
all love. All right, JV, what's happening?
Wow, I have gone through so many emotions from just being so super happy to right now feeling for the brother. I just have a simple question. You have mentioned that we did a class, that you did the class for utilities. I think I might have missed that one. Could you tell me what day that was? Because I really do need to review that one.
Which one was that one, y'all? You be asking the wrong one. I talk too much, so I can't.
Is that pay the cost to be the boss?
Pay the cost to be the boss?
No, this was recently.
No, I don't think we did it recently. No,
Was that Monday when you first started talking? Was it when you first started talking about reclaiming the asset-backed securities Monday?
Yeah, that
we did investment
Yeah, that was
securities.
last week
That was last Monday.
on the 17th.
Last week.
That class be
Wasn't
available?
that the security?
Y'all, it's my fault. Okay, it's my fault, and I didn't send. I just now sent that to her yesterday. She been on my ass. I told y'all when something ain't ready, it's me being the hold up, not my wife. So I just sent it to her yesterday. Don't get all up on me now. Give me some space. But I did. I got it to her. I got it to her. So it should be up sometime today.
I received mine yesterday.
Oh, okay.
I received the class yesterday.
So it's about to get up. So
Hey,
what's
brother Eric, how can I get these classes?
on the website?
I mean, I thought there was a membership thing. I wanted to be
Yeah,
part
the
of that.
gold membership.
Once gold membership. That means
All
that
right.
you get everything that we do within that month. So whatever we do within that month, all templates and everything. So we usually do about anywhere from 8 to 10 videos within a month. So that you could say that's about almost good 16, 18 hours put in, plus about whatever templates that we do as well. So yeah.
All right.
Absolutely, brother. Man, this has been a great day. I will say that. I was going to teach y'all, but if I teach y'all, I don't want to do it that way. So I really want to do what I want to do is I'm going to actually give this particular class out to you guys so you can hear these testimonies and all this stuff for yourself. Keep continuing to give you motivation, knowing that this is possible for you. So I'm just going to send this out to everybody. Y'all will have this anyway. But we can just keep running questions from here on out. So whatever's on y'all mind, because I know I could teach this, and then y'all still ask me questions about everything else except for what we looked at. So I know how that go too.
Might as well push that to Wednesday, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna push this on to Wednesday because we done already got started. All right, Jamel, what's up?
Yeah, peace. So, Eric, listen, I didn't listen to your trust class a bunch of times. And do you know? So I took your IRS class too, and I sent off about 4 checks. You know, I sent 2 to the Federal Reserve and 2 to the United States Treasury, and I'm just now realizing.
No. Why did you send it to the Federal Reserve?
Right. And I'm noticing it, and to the 1500 Pennsylvania Avenue, you said don't send it to that address. I sent it to that address. They accepted it. I mean, they received it, but I still sent it to the address. I know I'm supposed to send it to the address where I send my 1040s, and I'm just
they'll
not.
get it where it needs to go, but it just takes so much time.
Right,
when you
right.
send something to the wrong department, I'm gonna put your shit to the side, and whenever I get ready to take this down all the way down here, or take the time to put this in the mail to send it where, you just gonna be kind of put on the back burner a little bit.
Right. Yeah, so I'll be sending all my stuff off, my mail out for free. So I'll be tracking it, and they just received the 2 for DC to the 1500 Pennsylvania. They just received it this morning. And I sent, and I sent 2 to the Federal Reserve Bank, and I didn't.
You weren't supposed to send it to them.
Right. So the ones to the Federal Reserve Bank, I'm supposed to send everything to the
everything to the Treasury, dog.
Where I send my 1040V, right?
Yeah, you could have sent it there, but I'm just saying, like, everything go to the Treasury. That's my thing. Right. I ain't never sent nothing to the Federal Reserve.
Man, listen, I'm listening to your class. I listened to it about 4 or 5 times. I said, this nigga here. But that was it, man. I appreciate it, man.
Oh yeah, all love, bro.
All right.
All right, Don Brown, you up?
It's my brother Eric. So I have a question about the class that you did last week, because I'm looking at the doc and there's a list of enclosures that I don't remember going over last week, or maybe I missed.
All you need to do is prove the contract, prove that your name and social is on the contract. All you got to do is think about it. Show a certificate, show the conveyance, showing that the trust has the legal title now of the certificated security or the conveyance. That's a legal title. That shows the highest interest. They don't have it. That's all you got to do. And now, as long as you got those, do it and show the certificate of trust, you can prove it. And all you got to do is ask them to send you a copy of anything. When you do get that copy, you're going to see that it's stamped on there, paid to the order of whatever bank that is transferred. So that also means now you got proof that it was sold. And if you got proof that it was sold, that means they receive a form of compensation for using investment property or a medium of investment, which was the actual financial instrument that you gave, right? All right, so when that comes into play, there you go. You're expressing the trust and the rights the trust have in it, and now all proceeds belong to you. Again, go look at what register owner means. And as the register owner, it means that you basically are the main record holder.
Mm-hmm.
That's one. 2, you have all rights and interest to what? To the interest, principal payouts, and all dividends, right?
Yes.
So that's what you're saying. It's yours.
Agreed. Okay, so my since I hadn't sent out my pay the cost to be the boss package, I was going to try to add this piece to it, right? Okay, so a lot of what you're saying was already in the pay the cost to be the boss package,
right?
And so I'm just looking for, because I'm looking at on the enclosures, it's talking about a certified copy of the trust agreement. So why would I send them my trust?
Just give a certificate of trust. That's it. And then whatever you feel like you don't need, take it out. All you got to do is prove that you got the highest interest. That's the conveyance. That's what the conveyance is. It's a legal title. It's also a contract.
Okay, well, yeah. So I got everything I need. I just need to include this language that's in the cover letter, the demand, and all the other stuff that I had already that was going with the other process that I was working on. There's some overlap.
I mean, that's fine. I mean, like as for me, I'm still doing the same thing I've been doing since season 1 for real. I just build on top of my foundation. I show you different strategies about going on ways to do things, to claim things. We just, it ain't a one-trick pony. Like, it's so many ways you get to express the trust. It's so many different ways that you can create a strategy because it's yours. It's no difference than them selling your note and then another bank pop up and say, hey, I got interest you owe me. Well, guess what? I gave all of these assets to the trust. Now the trust get to pop up and say, hey, I got interest you owe me. Because the trust is its own entity. And it has the right to leverage the property.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
So now that automatically means anybody that is in contract, meaning utilities, any loans, credit card, anybody, I don't care who it is, that's using the assets. We knocking at their door. I need that. I got proof you using my asset. There's a name, there's a signature, there's a social. Yeah, these are assets of the trust. You can no longer, we need to cease and desist. You can no longer use these assets anymore until you pay us. Okay. Now, and it's the implied contract because they're what? Using it.
Right. So if I don't have a copy of the agreement with the power company per se, for example,
tell them to give you a copy.
Yeah, I need to have that copy before I make the demand.
Just tell them to send you the copy. Just say, hey, send me a copy.
Okay. All right. So so this may be a follow-up communication with them because I need to have that first. Yep. Okay, I got it.
You can say that and you can't. It's like this. Like, you're making it too hard. Because really, for me, I don't even need that. You send me a bill, you saying I owe you, well, here, these are my assets. What's up? I can start from anywhere with this.
Okay.
Because all right. I'm trying to get you to truly understand, instead of just following ABC 1, 2, 3, try to truly understand the knowledge of this and how to be strategic in what you're doing at all times. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you don't, but you also got a bill, right?
Yes.
So that's proof of contract, right?
Absolutely.
All right, there you go.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Demetria Ross.
Hey, Eric, how you doing? I got like a couple of things that's in process, and I received a letter from the IRS, a 4883C letter saying to verify my taxpayer identification.
Yeah, they're gonna do that a lot.
Okay, and it says that they need to verify in order to either issue a refund or credit any overpayments to the next year's estimated tax. My question is, I've been calling them all first thing in the morning, throughout the day. I can't get a hold of anybody. Have you ever encountered this? And how can I verify my identity?
You got to go down. They're going to make you go down and set up an appointment and have to go down to whatever IRS place that's next to you, because I had to do it. And
so you went to a physical? Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. They're going to make you come down there.
Okay.
Well, so what I did was I created a certificate of identity, signed it, put all my information on there and sent it to them, and they accepted it.
That's cool too. They literally told us that we had to go down there though. So I literally set up the appointment, went down there, and actually made money while I was there because me and the lady, she showed me a couple of things to add some more to back my past, what was it, 2019 and up, couple of them, and we changed a couple of things, got some more extra money, stamped it, and we was out the door. So it's either way. I mean, I've never done it that way, he said, but I know that you can go down there for sure.
So did you do a TAC or did you go to a TSA?
I mean, I can't remember. I just
can't remember. Okay.
I can look it up, but I'm pretty sure it's the IRS.
Yeah. Because they told me in the letter to just make sure that I had like a couple of tax returns, they told me the information I need to have before calling, but every time I call the number, you can never get through to these people.
Could she do the ID me? Could she?
I do have an ID me. That's the thing. I do have an ID me.
That's not it though. You're going to have to go down there, is what I'm saying. I had to do it. This what office you're looking at on my screen is where I had to go to. Now, whether it's the PAC or whatever, I don't know. It just say U.S. Internal Revenue Service on Walnut Street in Florence, Alabama. That's where I went to.
Okay.
And we had to do that there. So.
All right. Well, I will definitely get on that. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. What's up, Mr. Cook?
Hey, bud. What a call today. I mean, just how uplifting it's been today. It's been ridiculous.
Been amazing.
I kind of want to just circle back. We talked a little bit last night, and I want to circle back around because of the foreclosure on them. So I was reading about what the 1099-C does, and it means that whatever debt I forgive in whatever amount becomes income for them that they have to claim. So, but then it gives you quite a few options to, like D being a foreclosure or so forth. So obviously that's what would be checking. But could you just kind of clear it up a little bit? What exactly is happening when you cancel the debt? I think I'm just missing something.
No, I want you to tell me what you think is happening before I answer that.
Well, I think that whether it's the full amount or a partial amount, so I can forgive that debt as the creditor, and then
you're thinking about it wrong though.
Okay.
This is what I mean by foreclosing on it. Let's say you're the bank. All right. Mind you, I conveyed everything like I was supposed to, name, so all source data, as what I call it. All this source data has now been conveyed into the trust. All right, the trust job is to create wealth for the beneficiary. All right, that's what it's supposed to do. Okay, so now the trustee that operates this trust, now that it has these assets, we got to go find out where the assets are being used. So we know it's being used with you. So you're going to receive a letter from me as a trustee stating, hey, I've just become aware that you are using trust assets. I'll list the assets off. I'll pretty much tell you, the cost of using the assets, and that all the rights and interests that I have into these financial instruments and things of that nature. Also, list pretty much the remedy on how we could settle this matter. And so let's say if I had, let's say if I was dealing with you on a house. So I would say, okay, you fully agree that I have the right to foreclose and take the house and all proceeds that has been created from the security agreement, right? If you don't fully answer or respond, right? Or settle this matter as well either. So most of them choose not to do anything. And I also would go put a lien. I would use the living trust, put a lien on the actual bank, put in the collateral, what is that they're using as trust asset. And so what you're holding as collateral for me, and what I have interest in is the money. So based upon the money that's been accrued from the use of the asset, is what's in the actual collateral. And it's being held as trust property. All right. And the bank is acting as fiduciary over it. So now I'm going to do a 1099A. I'm going to make an acquisition on this form of security here. I'm going to claim, put the bank down as the debtor. The outstanding balance is pretty much whatever I want to say it is. So I can say for the use of the assets plus the instrument if I want to, but we'll just say the instrument itself. So we'll say the outstanding balance is that of the mortgage. All right. So what I'll do then is once you default, I'm going to what? Forgive the debt. I'm going to treat it like bad debt. You get what I'm saying? It's a 1099-C. So automatically this cancels out everything. This also gives me the power to now foreclose. Now I get to take the house. Especially if this is a non-judicial state, this makes it even sweeter. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, this Michigan
the
is
trust
not.
is a whole different entity by itself. It's doing the same thing a bank would do if it was sold a note. It's going to go and say, hey, you owe me. Because they are the holder in due course of so-called assets.
Okay.
So I hope that makes sense to you.
It did. It did. I had to catch up to you, but I figured out what you're saying.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Herbally aligned. Got 15 more minutes, guys.
Can you hear me? I'm kind of losing my voice.
Yeah, we
All righty, family. That is going to end the session for today. As I say, this was to give you guys motivation, man, and just understand that this is possible for you in all ways. And all the testimonies that you guys heard, these are real people with real problems, real situations. And you will continue to hear them in work session season 5 as well. So I mean, I really want you guys just to truly believe in yourself. Like I always tell you, like, this ain't always been an easy journey for me. Like, it's always challenges, you know what I'm saying? Like, I went through tests and trials just to be able to bring you guys what I have. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I was told no plenty of times. But here we are today, and it's just, as we go on still now, my eyes are still opening up to so much stuff as I continue to go forward as well. And to truly understand that, there's nothing greater than God, first and foremost. And when we operate in that capacity, then, there will be tests, there will be trials, but it's just all for the outcome, for the glorification at the very ending, right? That's when you really know. That's when you really see. Like somebody just had in a testimony the other day that someone was supposed to have a foreclosure, an eviction on them in a appeal case, and they appealed it, and so since the defendant didn't show up, man, they gave everything to the plaintiff as wish. So what I'm saying is it's another force of nature that's with us, that's the reason why things happen the way they happen. So, like, y'all solely try to base everything based on the piece of paper instead of putting everything in God. To truly understand that you ain't never been left, you ain't never been stranded. Even though it might seem like you by yourself, you're never alone. You know what I'm saying? And I try to pass this faith on to others as well, because, like, every day that we get out here, every day that we wake up, like, anything's subject to happen. You know what I'm saying? You never know. The wildest things happens every day that we definitely get to see now since we all got cameras. So just think about your life and take control over it and head into the direction that you want to go, and be you. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what you're doing, be you. And always remember, time plus consistency equals growth. And move at your own pace, yo. Move at your own pace, as just long as it's consistent. If it's consistent, then it's worth it. It's gonna make what you want to make out of it. And the main thing is this. Like, there's no such thing as starting over, because you're always, it's you that you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? You don't start over with life. We continue life. Right? Just keep going. You see what I'm saying? That is what you need to know. Like, we're dealing with we're talking about you, yourself. So just keep pushing forward, keep going, don't stop. That's what it's gonna always take for you to have what you need in life. And be ready, man. Recognize your seasons. Understand when those trials and things come. You've been living long enough in your own life to know when the hard times are coming, when those seasons are around. And then you know how to build and structure, so when those times come, it's just like the wind blowing against a strong house that's never shaking or move, right? So I plant your seed in good soil, and to make sure that it grows. That's where we got to have you guys at, right? It's very important that you know that. Very, very important, One thing that always snapped me back into reality is 1 + 1 = 1. And that means everything and all thing is one. Oneness, because everything comes from one thing, energy. That is the common denominator of all things. It's energy. So that means everything is already one. Everything is already in harmony. Everything is already what it is. So make sure you speak in life into yourself, because remember, our words shape our reality. See, there's power in what you speak. There's power in what you see. There's power in what you hear. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. We just gotta really, 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 really put our faith. You know what I'm saying? Put our faith forward. I know we have fear in things sometimes, and but the fear should never override the faith. You know? Should never override the faith. This is what you gotta do. So, and to the person that had the question earlier about, they said that they're UCC or something, they tried to file it. Like, listen, this is what y'all guys gotta see. Like, when y'all file it online and stuff like that, only thing they know is the debtor and the secured party cannot be the same. So that's why I say, if you're not making the debtor, if you're going to use the all caps name as the same as the secured party, then you have to create an estate and give a differentiation of the two, because then that's where it makes the difference at. You see what I'm saying? Because if you don't do that, the only thing they look at is it's just the same name, and you can't do that. But see, you either, so what I say is, you can either do either or. Either you put the trust down as the debtor, or you can put the trustee down as the debtor, either or, and then you can put yourself as the secured party. All right, or just put the trust as the secured party and put yourself as the debtor. Either or, it doesn't matter. It's still going to incline in the same thing. That's all I'm trying to get you to understand. Because if you understand, the trust, you, beneficiary, is really all one and the same. It's all one and the same. Because even then, when you become the trustee, you're the trustee that's operating the trust. And then now, based upon you being the grantor as well, who granted to the trust, because now you, and this is why I operate in the irrevocable. A lot of people like revocable, and that's cool. Either or is fine. You know, it doesn't matter, just as long as you have a strategy and a plan. But for me, I do irrevocable trust because it's like this. I'm the living being. And as the living being, when I came into this earth, on this earth, and plant my feet on this soil, right? There was this other entity created in a whole separate existence than me. And this entity is only fictional, what they call legal juris. And it was literally made for me, just in case I want to operate in commerce with this particular corporation. And the reason why is because this corporation is so big, and majority of everything that is around it is all registered to the United States. So that means every single corporation, they all are licensed to do business within the territory of the United States. And when they say the territory of the United States, that just means the trust. I hope you guys know that. So that means pretty much all of these businesses are given licenses, etc., to operate within the trust itself, right? So that's the part that you got to see as well too. And I think a lot of you miss that. So make sure you start understanding that part. All right. And now, since you operating now the way I do it, like I say, I grant everything. Now you got to listen to what I said. It's two separate entities that's given. You as the living can grant, and the actual entity can grant. But see, you make the entity grant be a grantor, but you do not want it to have any control over the assets that are within the trust, right? That's how you keep it formed. All right. And then now you become the trustee who still has all the same rights, etc., that the grantor had. It's just what it is. Right. And then you also are part of the beneficiary. But also, since you are, let me see, how can I put this? The trust can grant the grantor rights to use something, but it doesn't grant rights of ownership. You see what I'm saying? Because now even then the beneficiaries do not own anything that's within the trust either. They just receive equitable titles to use it and have interest in the use of it. So it don't belong to the beneficiary, it don't belong to the grantor, it don't belong to the trustee. It all belongs to the trust. See, that's the difference. Yeah, so all of you guys that's going through garnishments and stuff like that, listen, man, give all your money to the trust. All you gotta do is give all of your income, all of your wage, all of your accounts, all of your tips, everything that you have, give it to trust. That's why I say give it all to God. The trust is the kingdom. Bring it all. And then we'll distribute it from there based in equity and interest for you to use. So you don't have to lay claims to any of it. If man gonna try to charge me for what God, I tell you what, God is yours. It ain't mine. I got rights to use it, but it don't belong to me. So now who y'all gonna charge? Just like y'all got some, yeah, well go charge God then. See how that works out. You know what I'm saying? Like you just have to look at it that way and understand it that way, and then you can move that way. I understand I cannot convey my wages to the trust from DFAS. Yes, you can convey your wages. Nobody can tell you what you can and cannot do. See, I don't know who told you what you can and can't do to your income. See, now that's violating your liberation. No federal government or agency should have a right to what you do with your own personal income. That is a fact. Can my children and my wife and myself put our bank accounts in the trust and still operate those individually? Absolutely. Just give everybody give each one equitable titles to each one. So here's the thing. Why are you not writing something to DFAS about that? Because you can give all your money to the church because that's your religious belief. They can't stop you from operating a higher law. See, what they're trying to tell you is policy, and policy does not override law. Anytime something starts affecting your liberty, your liberation, anytime something starts affecting your rights, something you got a right to do, yeah, now it becomes a violation. They cannot use policy. They cannot use color of law to ever invade on the privacy and the rights of the people, ever. The only way they can do that is if you allow it and don't do nothing and think like you're thinking now. That's the difference. That's the difference. Hope that makes sense to you. Now, when it comes to your house, the thing is, it's like, is your house paid or is it not? That's the first thing you need to establish. Right? That's the first thing you need to establish. And then you got to show me how the bank, you see what I'm saying? First you gotta ask yourself, how does the bank have a higher right or interest to the land than you? They don't, because that which is attached to the land belongs to the land. So think about that. That's a whole nother lane. All right, guys, don't forget about the private administration conference that we have coming up December the 7th, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Central Time, located in Huntsville, Alabama, and we will be at the Huntsville Country Club. Donation in person is $250. For the live stream is $200. Deadline to register for live stream is November the 30th, and deadline to register for in person is December the 4th, right? We're going to be talking about private court settlement, lawful money protection, and easy to use financial strategies. And so we're just going to teach you guys how to handle certain things and, then, show you how to handle things out of court. That's what we're going to show you. Really all things. You can really settle all matters out of court. The reason why you have to go to court is because you feel like the matter can't be settled. Right? See, you said, now listen to what you said, Terry. You said, do you create a legal title, an equitable title, and a conveyance to move wages? See, you don't understand that the conveyance is the legal title. A legal title is just a contract. That's why it's called legal. Anytime you hear the word legal, you should think of contract. Anytime you hear lawful, that is just a natural right that it just exists. That is the situation. Tommy Maxwell, I answered your question, so you might have to rewind this back if you had left and came back. But yeah, I did answer your question. And to see money, what you said is no, it's not. Well, here's the thing. You said it's not paid. Well, then you need to pay it. But I know it's already paid. And you need to make them say it. You see what I'm saying? You need to make them prove everything, validate the debt. But you also have a right to a full ledger, and that means the chain of title, how the note was sold, etc. You got a right to all of that. See, the debtor has the most powerful claims because everything has to be done in full proof. Nothing can be done hidden. Everything has to be fully disclosed. And if it's not disclosed, that's what the situation, that's why we have the situation. So, like, they're never going to send you the actual original note now, right? So every time you ask for it in the mail, they know they can't. Because according to UCC, right, UCC 3-604, it says that destruction is voluntarily discharged. So destruction is bifurcation, which is the separation of the actual mortgage and the actual deed. And if the mortgage and the deed is not together, then that particular entity does not have the right to enforce it because it's no longer a negotiable instrument, and which means that it had to go under the form of securitization, which is the only way this particular system works, is to move in asset-backed securities and things of that nature. Because if they don't, then it defeats the purpose of operating in what we call commercial papers. It has to be done this way. So they can't deny that anything is securitized, because here's the thing. What we do know is it is in the real estate investment trust, right? You see what I'm saying? You should send them documents verifying disputed debt. That's what you should do. But so if you know that the note is in a real estate investment trust, then how can any other entity bring it forward? Like, ask yourself, how can any other entity bring it forward, right? That's what matters. No other entity can bring it. Like, now that means the trust would have to come forward in order to bring the suit. And the trust never does. Ever. Mm-hmm. So, and they never mention the trust. That's another thing. So the only way that you can really prove all of that to the fullness thereof is get an audit. You get a mortgage audit, a full mortgage audit from a Bloomberg expert, bro. I'm telling you, you're gonna see it all, and they're not gonna have it. And you request it, and then you should charge them for how much it costs you to get the full ledger, because that is the full accounting ledger and chain of command of all securities and the title to the particular mortgage, which they never send you if you ask for that type of stuff. And that's the point. If they don't, now they fail to the debtor's claims. You see what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind. When we add bank accounts to the trust, do we need to retitle the account in the trust name? You can if you want to, but you don't really have to. I mean, because now the trust is already taking control and using the particular as well. So you don't really have to, because now they just conveyed. But if you know, you can for sure. Or just go add the trust to the account. You see what I'm saying? You always got the best thing is communication. Always communicate. Well, guys, it's time for me to get up out of here, man. I got to take a ride, man. So y'all enjoy it. I appreciate you guys, and it's been a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time today with you guys.